Right on.
Is Nathan not jumping in?
Nah, I think he's busy. But he said he might come later, which is fine.
Yeah.
He's shit anyway. He's
Yeah.
coming dead last in the women's fantasy.
Mate, how did you get such a big fucking score? Let's start with that. Run me through it. Run me through it. Share your screen. I was just looking at my fucking team just then. I was like, fuck me.
Righto, guys.
There's no DPPs.
No. So, should we introduce ourselves first, or we've already done that? People know us.
No,
We're the one-eyed
we
pod.
don't need to do that.
We don't do intros. Yeah. Well, I guess we were talking about the women's sort of side of things that we'll get into it. We'll make our own team. We didn't get to making a community team, but we made our own league as such. Actually, what did you think about the women's footy? I felt like it was more enjoyable because I watched about 3 or 4 games, but one full game, a couple snippets of the other while I was out. It was just on the TV. I just felt like because I have a team in it now, it's so much more meaningful to me.
I didn't watch a single game, but I get where you're coming from. No, I didn't watch one.
Did not watch a game.
No, not even one game. Not even a snippet.
So you talking about all these scores? How the fuck were you doing that? Were you just looking at AFLW fantasy?
Yeah.
You know,
I was just watching stats. The stats.
That's what I was doing, to be fair, until Sunday Arvo. I wasn't doing much, and I saw Bowers was laid out. The
fucked
the
me.
highest. I saw it 5 minutes to go, and then I did my trade, and I But this is the league ranking. We should just show it first. I'm smoking all you boys.
Yeah. Well, if put it this way, if Bowers played, I would have got like a cheeky.
You'd be close to me.
Yeah, I would have been.
We have
pretty
quite
close.
similar teams because we did this together. But
Yeah.
I'm ranked 67th. That can be our title.
Wow, that is huge, cunt.
And I do not know what the fuck I am doing. Let's put it out here now. I wish my bloody Supercoach team did this. Yeah, do you know how happy I'd be? Because there's actually a fair amount of people doing this.
There's a few.
30K, I think, maybe 20. But it's
You ended up stacking your fucking midfield. Oh no, these.
Sorry. Yeah, these are the trades. I'll reverse them. But this is what I had. I think I had.
Wait, so you didn't start Davey?
Nah, I really wanted to, and I told you before.
Yeah.
And you can vouch. I had Nasco in here or whatever. I can't change it. But I was big on Bree Davey, and I told you boys, and we're all just going, we don't have it. We got Benici. I reckon Benici is like the spud out of Bree Davey and Benici.
I know. When we went through it, and we were reading up about all the players, and we both said Davey, but then the only reason we changed is outside noise.
Yeah, but pretty much she's coming off an injury. It's not, guaranteed she'll hit the ground running. I'm pretty sure I was listening to another podcast today that they said she did her ankle in preseason too, so that's why nobody was keen on her.
True.
But I had her in my team, and I removed her for this fucking Paxman NPC.
Paxman. She's the Paxman.
But the scores, I still don't know what I'm doing because the scores, like this Thomas chick, I think I've got to get rid of her. You going to get rid of her?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I actually watched this game, and for some reason, the ball was on the other half of the side, like not where the interchange is. That was where the ball was going for the whole quarter, and she was on the bench. But she probably would have only got to 57 or something. So she's not worth her price.
No, I'm going to cash in her price.
His price changes are bloody bonkers, man.
Hectic, man. Crazy price. What is this?
I can't make sense of it. I cannot make sense of it. And I was telling everyone my trades on Discord.
And
I was like, yeah, I'll be able to get her and fucking make it all work. And they were just like, yeah. But like, then I looked and I'm like, I can't even do anything like this. I've got to double down if I want to make like aggressive moves.
I'm the exact same.
Overall, I'm not happy with Randall and Paxman. I think one will go, but I don't know what to do. And I'd like your opinion because you are a fantasy player as well.
Yeah.
But it's the same concept of gaining cash for these rookies and spotting out the value. But there's only 10 weeks. This goes for 10 weeks.
Yeah, it's
So
fucking make plays, cunt.
how important is rookies when maybe you can just try and get the best team on field and catch them that way?
As quickly as possible.
Because that's my conundrum. Do I downgrade one of these chicks? I'm going to downgrade Thomas down to just like a 500k. She was 300k. It's her name's Scanlon. But maybe ditching Randall or Paxman for a 500k rook. Or do I just get Phillips? I just don't know what to do because I haven't played fantasy, but this 10-week stuff throws me off because you can't
Here's
really.
my theory.
Yeah.
Go. This comes back to your thing. The score difference between the good players and the average players is nowhere near the difference in price at the moment. So you've got players going 150, right? Or 120, 130. And then like after that, for like less of 100,000 that we paid for them, they're doing 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Like my theory is just cashing in these rookies or whatever it is to just get to those players to get as much points as you possibly can get constantly, rather than having 965,000 sitting on Paxman who's going to score 58. Like, why the fuck? Why wouldn't I just get a rookie that's going to score 58? Like, and get someone else, or, you know what I mean?
Because, yeah, and I do get what you mean. I mean, if I did this trade now, just out loud, if I did Phillips down, because she's obviously not worth 64. If I did that, that's 400k. And then I downgrade, I'll just do Scanlon. And then I add this chick. Even though she's a rookie, I'll still trade her.
I have very similar trades.
That actually makes sense, but that's 237k. So maybe I could get an actual decent defender.
Yeah, I have extremely similar trades to you. Like, that's the same route I'm taking, getting rid of Phillips, downgrading Hoare in the forward line, and then getting rid of Thomas as well.
Right. If I do this. Well, that doesn't make sense. What the fuck happened there? So what did I do then? Scanlon down.
Also, why the fuck did I just have to buy some cunt who wasn't playing to put him on field? Who did you loop with?
Gaffney. So I did the utility.
I didn't even know that you could do that.
What do you mean, man?
What? So everyone's utility just should have been a player that's not playing.
Pretty much, but this is where we fucked up big time. We missed the third. We didn't care about the third utility, where the other people got the third 300k ruck, and she scored 76. So they just continually swap her. But someone had a loop somewhere, but I think our utilities are a waste because it's like a forward. I think you get more value if you got a ruckman in there.
Ah, I get it. I've just got some fucking nobody in there who's playing, and she sucks. She scored like 9.
Bush. Oh, geez, 9. Oh my god. But that's what I really want Bowers, and everyone's saying, oh, like if you can get Bowers, but I think I'll just get Davey and just risk it. But she's super consistent, obviously, for that price point, and I just hope she plays one bad game. But that's what I could look like. But I think just trying to be aggressive, but maybe just getting rid of that big dog and cash in that way because if
I feel
they're
like that is being
scoring,
aggressive.
yeah, it's more just trying to generate cash, and I'm just unsure how to. I'll have to figure it out in my own time. But overall,
Well, you,
where you go.
I was gonna say you're generating cash anyway. You've got Brasher, whatever her name is, down the bottom there.
Mm,
Nanskrin just fucking scored a 68. Like you're
yep.
about to take Smith out and upgrade it to someone else who's going to score over
Who's a
100.
primo?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a primo.
Thomas is playing like a fucking toddler at the moment, so get rid of her. That's a fucking
If there's a way to keep Thomas getting rid of Randall, I think that's a play as well because she could be all right because she was 800k for a reason.
how'd
Because
Randall
I'm
go?
not. Randall got 64 and she played centre half back and centre half forward. I was looking at the CBAs. This is how I'm obsessed with it. I didn't even plan on showing you. This is just on my screen from my downtime.
I
But
love it.
they're saying I've heard news
Mm.
that they've recruited a lot more forwards, so Phillips is going to play more mid. So this is the 22.
Mate, Randall doesn't play for
No,
he's
sorry.
been
So
bought.
this is Phillips who I'm downgrading to
Oh yeah.
69. So or okay, not this is this Schultz we missed. Such a big miss. You could still probably get her, but we'll see. Or Randall Adelaide Randall. No CBAs. She played centre half
She
back
plays
and
half back.
yeah, but she played centre half forward too. She was just around just you know
Mm.
around there. But my MPC, which I might keep, she played wing, but she did get 28 CBAs, 28% CBAs. So I'm thinking keep old Paxi MPC. We'll just call her MPC.
The NPC, what the fuck has she been doing if she got 28 CBAs? How'd she score so bad?
She plays at centre half forward wing ish. She's
You know what I
like in
saw?
around there.
They could never do this for Supercoach. Like
Yeah, that's
all these,
exactly what I said to someone yesterday.
they have like
Why? Why?
10% disposal efficiency. It's like they're just like not even.
But I'm watching them boot the ball and I'm like, yes, boot the ball. Just
Kick it
and
along.
I think next year I'm gonna do a fantasy team. And
Mm,
that way I can keep my trades and I'll just be aggressive as in fantasy.
yeah,
But like
it's ridiculous.
watching I'd be picking players like Bailey Smith, Tim Taranto, let's name the butchers right now. Taylor
Oh,
Adams.
Taylor
Nah, they
Adams, jump in there, mate.
John Noble. John
Trelaw's
Noble.
getting. Oh, Johnny Noble. What a stiff cunt. We'll get to that later when we talk about players.
um, or there's this other player that I like. Her name's Nina Morrison. She scored a 97. She's in the forward line too. But
Go to
would you
Bulldogs. Who's their ruckman? That she played well.
or Edmund, is that her
Mm.
name? Yeah, Edmund 109. Good on her. I still
That's
think
yeah.
there's
She was going better than that.
yeah. Um did you want to go on your team or you don't really have anything to add?
Oh, I can show my team. Might as well. Might as well fucking show my team. Here we go. Can you see it?
Yep. Oh,
Okay.
getting rid of Hoare.
Okay.
I've
Yeah,
seen a
yeah,
few
yeah.
people get rid of Hoare.
So, my reasoning, right, is because I want to be aggressive, and she's 991, basically $1 million
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Dave is $1 million, right? The fuck am I holding on to you if you're $1 million and you're does this? There's some inconsistencies here, and this is what I was trying to say before. Like, there's inconsistencies with the prices and their scoring. But I
Mm.
guess I could do the same for Randall instead
I
and keep
just
her.
don't know. I've seen a lot of people, like the people that I'm talking to, they reckon they warned me about Randall, and I just didn't listen to them. But they all haven't started Randall. which I think does say something. But like Hort actually didn't score that bad, so I don't know why you'd want to get rid.
Because she was like a 1.1 million, 1.2 million or something like that. So it's like a
Oh,
lot.
really? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I don't actually get, well, maybe you would know, but like I think it's the same 3 rolling average or whatever it is.
The same as Supercoach.
Yeah, so I don't know. These players is Hall going to be on 300k in 2 weeks? That's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of. You know what I mean? They're just dropping like
Uh,
significantly. They just go, can't. So it's a little bit
I'll tell you who we both missed out on, and we did chat about them.
who?
Is Postlewaite from Brisbane. She scored a 60.
What
She
position
was
does she
tracking
play?
nice. She was forward because I see that you put in Smith. Is that because you tried to get
I
Spark to score?
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I did. That's what I did. Fucking spewing about it.
Oh, no, he scored 2. Look here, it's 2. Was it 9? This bitch scored 2. I didn't even know what to do with this spot, so I just put her there. So I
Oh
just saw that
god,
it was a player playing.
maybe you have to get rid of her.
Maybe. Nah, I gotta get rid of that. She's not going anyway. Stay there, son. Who are you saying to get in?
Phillips looks good, and she is considered one of the greatest of all time. She's actually a great athlete. I don't know if you know much about her, but she's got a
Nah,
basketball background.
don't know. Wouldn't read about it.
Have you not got Ella Roberts?
Nah.
What are you doing, mate?
Do I get
Put
her
her
in?
in. I reckon to just give you some context because you didn't watch. It was like watching Buddy Franklin.
Was it? Have you got
It
it?
was, yeah, I got her. She's in my team. She
Yeah,
was a gun.
fucking.
She was flying everywhere. But yeah, I get Roberts. But I wouldn't be. Who's Phillips and Roberts are the same. It's either one of those two. You can
I
make a
traded out
choice.
Randall, you know?
Yeah, I'm considering it. I'm considering it just for the price point because
And then
Davy's going
and
up
then
as well.
who are you saying to get in the back line?
I like Scanlon, but how much K you got in the bank?
400,000.
Oh, that's grim.
429.
That is real grim. I don't think you can. I don't think you can try and get one of these players. You know who I get?
Oh,
This Tamara Luke had the second most hit outs in. She was in forward line, sorry, instead of Roberts. I think she had 45 hit outs. So and she was a rookie, 300k or something like that. You could get her instead of Roberts, and then get a decent defender.
Tamara Lou, huh?
You go up,
Where the
you're there.
fuck is she?
Just search Luke in there. She plays for Hawthorn.
No, fucking. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, 500k.
Oh, bro, I want big buddy. Get in there,
Yeah,
buddy.
she's good though. She's actually good. I just
How
think your
many
team.
goals did she kick?
I don't know. She was everywhere though. I'll give you the stats right
And
now.
what? This bird's a ruckman.
Yeah, she played in the ruck. She's a ruck forward, but everyone said she was the biggest miss of the rookie sort of picks of this season. So, I mean, Ella Roberts is a gun though. Like I was watching her, it's just
Why didn't you give me the intel to get Ella Roberts to start?
I did. I did. I said I
Oh,
was starting Roberts when we were
you just,
talking.
you're such a snake, man. You just fucking, yeah, here, just
Oh,
sliding
0 goals
around.
too, but 24 touches, 19 kicks, 5 handballs.
Is that Roberts?
Yeah.
She's staying in.
This is shit. This is a heat map if you want it. I mean, we could put it on.
That's a pretty good heat map for a girl.
Oh my god, you don't need to put the little girls in there, mate.
No, because what am I going to say? It's a good heat map for AFLW. If you show me that as an AFL player's heat map, I'd be like, it's the fucking worst heat map I've ever seen, mate.
We actually have a very different team. A very different team.
Do we?
Yeah, you got Bowers, Marinoff. I mean, you got Gay and Heads. I've got Evans and Smith. It's going to be interesting.
Ah.
But I like
Wait,
Gardner.
who have you got back here?
I've got Kearney, which you've got.
Hmm.
Evans,
And what'd she score?
88.
And then who have you got?
Cordner, you've got Cordner. Heads, I've got Smith, who scored 57. Bit mid, but that's all right. Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas.
Hmm.
What I call it, Cam Thomas.
Cam. Oh,
Cam.
Cam back.
Cam 36. That's sickening, that score. So
She's leaving my team.
people are going Scanlon, but you don't actually have enough money to try and
Mate,
this is what
you
you're in the
know, I
form
can
line.
fucking work shit out. Just give me a bit of time, and I'll make the play of the day. You just gotta tell me who I gotta get.
Well,
This
you've
one
got
here.
Roberts now.
I've got to get that, and I've got to get you, and I've got to get you. Can be done.
It's impossible. Look up, mate. How
It's
much
not
K you got?
fucking impossible. Nothing's impossible.
Go
Nothing's
up. How much
impossible.
you got?
We got 429.
Yeah, well, you couldn't do far up. You're way too
Shut
far up.
up, cunt. I can find it. I'll find the money. Don't worry. You could be
I've told you how to get it. You go Luke, and then you maybe get Evans. But
No. I'm gonna get all three of these players. I'm gonna get Roberts, Davey, and whatever this bird's name is. Is she really that good? Can you read her stats out to me?
Now Stannett, she played a little bit of mid time. I'm pretty sure.
This is my problem. I need to watch people play to recognize if I like them in my team.
She played mostly forward, actually. Mostly forward, sometimes a little bit mid. She only got 13 kicks.
I think I'm happy to put a dud back here. There's just such a fucking difference in.
So there is Scanlon, but
scores.
she's 400 and this is who I'm looking at. Scanlon's 400 and something K. Yeah, that's her.
Yep.
Have
So
you
I can
done
get
it?
her. Yeah.
Oh, you've done it.
Is that good?
It was that easy. It was that easy, was it? Jesus Christ.
There we go. Tries confirmed. Done. Put the C on her. Let it rip. We're fucking in here.
I think the play is to get rid of Randall, but I swear if she gets 130 or something ridiculous, I'll be pissed off.
Randall
Because we should have got one of. And I've heard that Bulldogs are shit next week. I mean, Bulldogs are shit overall in AFLW, and Hoare and Paxman NPC would have a good game the week after. So it's like a bad move to withdraw some Melbourne players.
I don't even know who I got rid of. I got rid of Randall.
There's some decent trades. You fixed a few things up.
I have.
That looks similar to mine.
And we're happy, I've got Marinoff, you've got Rowbottom. I've got fucking Gay, you've got some other bird. I've got fucking...
Who scored 35 more.
Yep. You can't, you win some, you lose some. But guess what? You're not going to have Boas this week coming up, all right? You're not going to have fucking Marinoff. You're not going to have whatever name is, Prapsky. You're not going to have Bocconcini. You're not going to have Davey.
Yes, I am.
Fucking Bocconcini. What are you doing, mate?
Bocconcini. She's an outside player. We want the MIG. Why didn't we just go Bree Davey? We listened. That's the real thing.
It's because we listen to outside noise. This is what happens to us, and this is our downfall.
Oh, not me, mate. I'm going for the car.
We give in too much to outside noise, and you're the one who brings the outside noise in. Thank you very much.
I was speaking to Candice, my girlfriend, about if I did win the car. She said keep it. I'm for the opinion, sell the car. What's
Sell the
your
cunt.
thought?
You could sell the cunt and put a deposit down on a house.
Yeah.
Thanks for
She says,
coming,
just
baby.
drive it. You got a new car. I'm like, that's 50 grand.
Yeah.
And
it's
who
50
knows the
grand.
car market these days? It might be a little bit more than that. Or they've pumped up the actual price of the car because they're dogs.
Yeah, they probably pumped it up. Let's be honest. It's fucking, what is it? It's the AFL and Telstra. There's nothing good coming out of there.
But you know what happens when you get second prize? I
What?
think it's a $250 voucher from the AFL store. And the third prize is $250 voucher from the AFL store.
I thought you said that second prize was like 10 grand.
Nah, I think that was another league. I've worked it out. They're two different leagues.
Oh,
Because if we
you've
look at
just.
the prices real quick. Like, look at this. Hey, mate, you win 50K, but the next person,
How
$250.
how does that even work?
And
How could how
look,
does
you're all
the
getting $100 until you're like 10th.
how does the
Oh,
next person only get $250? How is that? How did that? Did they just sit there and be like, "Yeah, first we'll get a car. Second,
look
give
at
them two
this.
hundred and fifty bucks."
But if you finish in the top 100, we'll give you a hat.
Oh, you get a hat. You fucking beauty, man. I've always wanted a fucking hat. You know what?
So they're saying we're giving winners $4,000. You're printing these hats for $2. Don't you fucking lie to me.
Do
Like,
you know what? Do you know the fucking who runs this? Is it the AFL who run this?
yeah, it's the AFL.
Who's that? Who would be doing that? Would that be Gil who did this decision?
I think it's Laura Kane.
Laura Kane.
Yeah.
I swear I saw Laura Kane at fucking Centerfold a couple of weeks ago. Someone sent me a message. She was up on
Why is
stage.
that? You can share the Pies news. Let's get on to the Pies
Let's
news.
get on to the pies. Okay, breaking news. Breaking news. Oh, this is not it. AFL. Oh, just wait. Where are the teams? Matches, teams. Breaking news. Share this tab.
Lineups.
Bro Mercury in. Darcy Moore in. Nathan Murphy in.
It was
Billy
all.
Framp. What's that?
These are all. I'm not shocked. Are you?
No. You know what I am shocked with though? That Jack Ginnivan is sub.
My mate, I was working with him. He's a massive Pies fan. He said Ginnivan will be sub, and I said, "Shut up." He was the best player on the field by a mile.
Yeah. Lightning. He was lighting it up. I don't understand.
I've got a theory. It's just come to me just then, but people are complaining about us putting all these tools in.
Mhm.
I reckon if it's pelting down, maybe half time we just put our sub in, or just after, and put Ginnivan as another different sort of attack, in the forward line because it's very tall. I just don't. There's got to be a reason why.
Melbourne's gone very tall as well, though. Like Melbourne is very tall.
And you kind of need tall. Oh, I guess you don't need tall to try and beat them because if you went smaller, essentially you could try and, outrun them.
Mm.
But now, I like the team. I think Taylor Adams, you better stand up, mate.
You wouldn't take anyone out here. Like
No,
this. Like
I
there's
think
not a.
I
You
think
don't go through and be like, oh, that
I think
person should
Markov
go
has been way better than Noble, and it's an unpopular opinion. I was listening to
easily.
SEN. People are crying. People are texting the text line saying, "What a disaster!" I'm getting messages saying, "Noble's so stiff." if you actually watched a Collingwood game and listened to our voice chats on Discord, he is the biggest peanut. And it's not he's a peanut. I like him. He's a good player. But I think there's there's moments in games where he turns it over at like very important times.
Hmm.
So
It's
I don't
it's
think he's,
well known with
and I
us
don't
that
think it's, yeah.
yep.
Oh,
I was
well, I
gonna say
just don't. I don't. Let me finish my point.
go
I
go.
I don't think he's as good as people think he is, and I don't think his spot was set in stone at all. And for him to be shocked like that, I reckon he thought himself that he was just guaranteed a spot.
Hmm. I agree. I couldn't agree more. I think it's well known with us that within our group of chats that that Noble is a bit of a pelican, and I
Mm.
think we've been asking for his head for a little bit now, and he got a little bit comfy. I reckon old Noble he did. Um,
And I think he's played 86 games in a row or something.
to lifted his shoulder too much. You can't just be dropping your knees and lifting your shoulders anytime you want to kick of the footy. All right.
Don't say that when you got Murphy there and a couple of
Hey,
others.
I'll call a stick a stick. He's Noble's a little rat bag.
My the same mate thought Frampton wouldn't keep his spot, and he's good.
Is your mate in an insane asylum?
That
Is
he,
he? Is
he called
he?
it. He said he called me the prophet after Ginnivan was in. And once we got the news, he said, "Call me the prophet." I've gone, well done, hero. But
What?
he also said Frampton. I'd said Frampton is good. He's good as a sub in, like, throughout the season. But we need these big players playing on Van Royen. I reckon Van Royen will be the tough one to match up on.
I
Because
agree.
we don't have a big defender, so that's why Frampton would have been useful. But I'd just back out. It's obviously an offense we're going,
Oh, we've
offense
gone. We've
heavy.
obviously gone. Um, what have we gone? I'm trying to think about it right now. We've got. What have we got? Where's Cox going to play? Because McStay will play full forward. Will Cox
Well,
be
this
centre half forward?
I I think so, but I think he could ruck and maybe Cameron's forward. Cameron's the
I'd love
biggest.
to see that.
Cameron's the I've come closer to your opinion now after just thinking about how the team works. Cameron's the biggest. I would rather Cox than Cameron at the moment.
I'd rather Cox got dropped over Noble. Not Cox. Cameron got
Cameron.
dropped over Noble.
Yeah, I know, but I think that this whole thing is two rucks. Let's just smash Gorn to pieces, which we won't. He's a super coach god,
Well, if it's
and
gonna be wet, he's gonna be fucking terrible. Fucking touch
yeah,
wood.
but if he's going to be terrible, why aren't our two ruckmen going to be? Why are we bringing two players in?
Yeah, that's a great
Two
point.
rucks. Well, that's a lot of the comments regarding our team. Just saying, they even said some caller was outraged, but he said McStay should be out because McStay is same as my check, which I've actually liked McStay, but you got to sub a tall out, so you could easily just sub Cameron or Cox out for Noble. But I think that's maybe what's just going to happen in the game. That Ginnivan comes in maybe half time, halfway through the third, and then just influx that sort of running power and try and run over the top of them.
And I say this to that person who said get McStay out. Bold call. McStay, I would say, is one of our most influential player in the last 5 games.
From 5 meters out. he
Well,
just
you
he
know what he's
just
doing?
marks the ball.
He's marking the ball, taking away an elite defender, kicking at least 2 goals a game, and being like a force that they would have to put some attention to stop.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna. This is I'm going to the game. I'm very nervous in regards to the outcome, but I think we have the cattle. It's just going to be a great game. Like
It's going to be an
Lever and May.
outstanding game. I'm going to be crying all day
If we
tomorrow.
if we go to if we're powerful and tall, it can go one or two ways. But we could, if we're kicking shoes are on, we could easily outmark them because that's their. Maybe this is the purpose. You've got taller players, so you can shit on their intercept marking because they're so good.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
maybe why they've done it. Do you
What do
think?
you reckon?
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they've done that, to stop May just cherry picking.
It's a dick. No, it's more Lever. Lever's the one that fucking annoys me.
Yeah,
He's just
you're right. You're
so
right. It's
good.
Lever.
He's just. He's
Last
like
time they played us, he did that.
he's similar to Darcy Moore in a way, but Darcy Moore doesn't intercept as much as he. You know how he intercepted like prime pies about 5 years ago? Oh, he did it last year. He did it last year.
He did it this year as well. The start,
Yeah, at the start.
he got
I'm hoping
he nearly got the intercept record.
is the pressure on Darcy Moore.
No, I don't think so at all.
I think he. There's goals always kicked on him because that's how our backline operates. But I want to see just some more one-on-one wins.
He's terrible at one-on-one defender.
I know.
I reckon he's the
But-
worst in our backline at one-on-one defense.
I know. So he needs those 2-on-1 or he's so weak.
He just needs to be by himself so he can just run and get the ball before everyone else.
It's like Sicily, isn't he?
Yeah, he can't have
He's
someone
pretty
on
much
him.
like Sicily.
Just not as good.
Yeah, I think. But just go back to the teams. Was Fritsch named? I don't think he was. I know that he might be on because they've lost Melksham as well, who's actually been. Let's go through the Melbourne team. Yes, Melksham's out. He's been very good. They haven't got.
V.
No, that dickhead's there. Shit.
Where is he?
On the bottom, on the last third. The last interchange spot. He's got a bruised foot, so hopefully someone accidentally stands on it first quarter.
Come on, Maynard. Just fucking take on for the team. You've been terrible.
He's been all right.
Just punch him.
Just punch him.
Honestly,
who's going to take his spot? Frampton.
If someone went on, like, I wouldn't be angry if they just debuted some young guy and put him into the back line, and his one goal for the first 10 minutes was to re-injure Bally Fritsch's foot. And then he'd get subbed off. Yeah, he's going to go to Freo anyway, so just put him on, say fucking.
Is he going to Freo?
Yeah, have you not seen that?
No.
He's basically said that he wants to leave the Pies because he's not getting any
understandable.
Yeah.
I reckon he's really good. I reckon he's a Supercoach option next year.
Yeah, and he's going to go to Freo just because he's got heaps of friends over there, heaps of mates.
Well, he lives over there. He used to live over there.
He's from Freo, so he reckons he's going to go there.
Liam Henry wants a trade. You know, the smallish mid forward for Freo.
Yeah, but didn't he have a club he already chose that he wanted to go to?
I think it's Hawthorn. Hawthorn are getting everyone.
Mate, I told you, and it's going to be a fucking another slab that's going to come to me.
Oh, I've got to pay a slab. That reminded me. I was
this
thinking about it in the shower. Oh my god, I'll give you. Do you want me to pay you tonight?
This time next year, I'm saying I'm gonna have my second slab because
Yeah.
Hawthorn would have been the highest team to come up. What was the bet again? Hawthorn would make top
Hawthorn to make the 8.
Oh, Hawthorn will make the 8. Oh, that's definitely happening. So thank you.
Oh, it won't. Just give them 1 year to just try and figure their shit out. Then I get another slab award.
We'll do. Do you want to do 2 slabs then, if you're so confident?
No, well, that means I would owe you 3 slabs if this bet doesn't go through.
Let's do it.
3 slabs.
How about this? Go double or nothing on the first one. So then you would just owe me 4 slabs all up.
No.
Double or
I'm not
nothing
like-
on all of them.
I'm not
And
gutting.
if Hawthorn don't make the 8, then you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah, but I'm risking 4 slabs. I'd rather. Is there anyone else from Melbourne that you admire but
Well, it's going to be wet, so
want to watch
Clayton
out
Oliver's
for?
going to score 200 in Supercoach.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
that's
really
about
about
it.
the midfield battle, isn't it? So,
Yeah, and
yeah,
stopping Bailey Fritsch, really. It's last time we played them, Salem destroyed us off halfback. What's his face? We just lost at our forward line, I feel like. We just got
yeah,
destroyed every time we tried to go in. We would
yeah.
have we'd get our fast break and be like, fuck yeah, let's rock and roll. Everyone push forward, hit their halfback, and then they just intercepted and hit back even harder.
Mm,
And we were just fucking caught out every time.
yeah. I I think we'll be all right. We're missing our best player, but he's just running now. But I don't think he's a sniff to even play next week. He's
You're
not even
kidding.
running. He's not even running fully, and he's running with a tiny bit of a limp.
He'll play next week. Fucking get in.
Just get in and break your
Just
kneecap even more.
fucking
Imagine. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because that's just way
don't say
extreme. I
it,
just
man.
don't. I don't want us to risk him, and it'll be another year off for Dacos because we're impatient.
Shut up, man. We're gonna get him back. Let's go on to Carlton versus Sydney at the MCG.
Sydney. Nah, if I'm talking without bias, it's Carlton with ease.
Now, I had a little bit of a some would call it prophecy. Some would call me the second coming of football tips. Don't know. I'm gonna go Sydney by 5 points.
I hope you're right. Wouldn't it be good to just see 90,000 Carlton fans walking out crying? I
Mate, I
I
would
might
personally
I
drive
might
to
go
the
to the
city.
game on Friday. I might go to the game on Friday just for that reason.
I would love to go to
Just
the game on Friday to watch that. What do you think?
I think Carlton wins. I don't think Sydney have been that good, and I don't think they can keep up with their forward line. Sydney have freaking one defender, one full back, and Robbie Fox, the Sydney player. It's another
Yep.
42. He's all right. Played
Yep.
real good in the last grand final. Sydney Geelong, obviously, they didn't do well enough because they got fucking peppered. But Carlton, he's going to play on Mackay or he's going to play on Kerno, maybe.
Now I've heard that there's extreme rain on Friday as
There
well.
is, there is, which is great. Hopefully, Carlton fans you get soaked and then you watch your team lose by 5 points. But I just don't think it's happening, eh?
Do you think they'll play Mills in the middle?
Who knows? I've given up. I've given up trying to figure out John Longmire. I'm pretty sure he scored 114. He scored 100. He scored 120. He was playing mid in that last game.
Yeah,
So
he was
I
on 100
assume,
at halftime.
and they said Luke Parker's like really struggling at the moment in regards to just efficiency and overall damage as a midfielder. He's not kicking goals, so I think they stick him in there. And I'm picking Mills next year. You guarantee it. You know how scared I was? I was so scared
What
because
to
Mills.
to not pick him this year?
Well, I didn't have the trades, or I could have picked him, and I chose Yo instead, and there was a massive, massive blue on my end. And then
So you were
I
just
see him
purposely
dominate.
making me not go Mills just so I didn't have him in case he went massive. Is that what you're telling me
But
right now?
I'm right. I was right. The whole thing I said about Mills, there's an asterisk on him, and you didn't go him, and you're actually thankful because you got Steele, and he's the same player as Steele, so you can't have two of them in your team. But I think if he's playing mids, John Longmire will realise he's the best player on the Sydney team by Flemington straight. So
He's nearly the best player, one of the best players in the league if he's in the middle.
so annoying. How can
Right.
you sit some? But this is what I mean. They haven't got any defenders, so they go, "Oh, Mills, you're good at everything, mate. Can you just hang it centre half back for 3/4?" And he's like, "Fuck, all right, I'm the captain. I'll do it." Like, and then deep down, imagine if he had himself like ranking points or anything like that. He'd just go, you are tanking my Supercoach season."
What do you
Like,
reckon that the chats are in the locker room when he like sees that, and his players would know as well, and then they see that Callum Mills backline again for the next week, and you're just like, fuck.
I think they're all just saying, thank fuck, I can play my favorite position. And Mills is just like, fuck.
Mills is just in the.
Yeah. He gets so hard done by, but it's just because he's so good everywhere. Like, I don't think he could bear forward, but he can play, that back half to the middle.
Do you reckon he
But
should go to John Longmire Horse and go, hey mate, I'm
no,
the
I bet
captain of
he's
this
done
footy
that.
team.
But he's got Rowbottom, who's an absolute. He's a liability when he plays, but he can only play mid only. There's a heap of mid only sort of like Chad Warner, for example. He's really
Yeah.
he's a mid. So I'm like, you just gotta tell one of these players, hey, you got the Mills role next year. Mills is back to where he's meant to belong, baby. And Mills is like, yeah, let's go back to winning. He'll win the Brownlow next year if he gets put in there.
Like, hey Chad, hey mate, get good at intercept marking, mate, because
Chad, that's the last
you're
person.
not going back in there.
That's
Just
the
put
last person.
who's coming out of their midfield.
That's what I mean. They've fully cooked themselves because they need a centre half back. And they've been mucked around with good old McCartan because he retired, but that worked perfectly because they recruited. Oh, Tom McCartan will play on. And so Tom McCartan's another backman that they've got, but they're just so limited. So when someone goes down, they'll go, "Oi, Millsy, fill in a spot," and then Errol Goulden's, "I want some mid time," and it just there's not enough mid pie.
Please, Horse, please. I'm the all Australian. Mills sucks.
What about the game below?
Saints versus GWS.
I heard
I reckon
that many Saints fans come out of the wardrobes, come out of that meme where Homer is like slowly drifting out of into the into the garden or whatever the garden is, and coming out. These are all these Saints fans, man. They're just fucking coming out for no reason. You finished 8th or wherever you finished. Oh, or did they? No, they finished 6th, so I can't talk shit about that.
Saints fans are notoriously delirious. Notoriously fucking chroming
Are
every
they
weekend.
worse than Carlton fans? I think they are to a point.
I don't think they're as annoying. I don't get
Never
St
that
Kilda
good.
fans messaging me just to tell me that my team sucks when we don't win. Like if we lose this weekend, I'll get like fucking 20 Carlton fans just message me and going, "Eat shit, dickhead."
It's not even Carlton fans. It's every fan. Well, I know what you're talking about, Carlton specifically, but those messages, they come from everywhere, don't they?
Out of the woodworks. Yeah, Collingwood, Collie Wobbles, eat shit, dickhead, pie suck. I could keep rattling them off all day.
It's always De Goey couldn't help you. Like, it's always De Goey copping the blame. I'm like, can't you just say Taylor Adams? Or You know,
And then
or
they'll throw a rape comment in there about De Goey.
yeah,
Come on, mate.
totally undeserved.
Yeah, he did not
Totally
deserve that.
undeserved.
He's actually a genuine guy. So leave him alone. Oh, but
But
touching this, I think that GWS, I think they would arguably be the best traveling team in the AFL.
yeah,
They,
how did they go at the G? I think they go all right at the G.
I think
They're
that
not.
they beat us at the G multiple times.
Yeah, yeah, they have. To be fair, I'll remember that. I'll remember that. Eamon Buchanan just going like this to the Collingwood fans. Do you remember?
Yeah.
And it was to Eddie. It was actually to Eddie. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I didn't know that.
I think it was to Eddie. I'm not. I'll have a look later. But yeah, they do travel. And Toby Green is the best player in the league.
If Toby Green, do you think if Toby Green was pure mid, he'd win the Brownlow?
He could, but I reckon he's well, he's. I remember in his first couple of years, he was shredding that midfield,
Hmm.
and then he's just all the pure mids have come along, and Ward and Kelly and Hopper and Taranto, so he took a back foot, but he's craft because he plays forward, but he plays wing. Like there's not really a circle position that he has to
Hmm.
you know
He plays.
stay in.
Hmm.
He's just he beats his opponent. He puts passes in. He's just a freak. I love watching him. He's
He's
just
so
so good
good.
to watch.
It's great to watch. I think would you say he's escalated this year to another level?
I think so, but I think he's been like this for a while, and now he hasn't got the Taranto and the Hoppers and Camerons to take his spotlight off, and now it's a younger team, and he stands up in big moments. So Toby Bedford's a big loss, but I feel like that half forward position is, not less important, but it's manageable.
Hmm.
So
I think that Toby Green is he's probably getting a little bit hard done by just because he was a little bit of a larrikin, and
yeah, he's still
he's
got that.
probably getting a little bit more respect
Well,
on him
did you
now that
see what
he's
he
been
did
the captain and stuff. And that, what do you do?
with Wiedering? Did you see he came out? So I was listening to the radio when he was on, and he's just says it how it is, and he's just happy go like he's just happy as. And then Jared Wheatley's interviewing. So before, to give you context, he was in. Did you hear Wiedering was nearly in trouble for eye gouging or something
Yeah.
to the face? And Toby Green was on an interview after, and he goes, "He got me in the eye, and this, that." And then afterwards, he's speaking to Wheatley. He goes, "Oh, I think I stuffed it up, Jared. I think I was, I think he got the eye, but I realised afterwards he didn't even get my eye or something like that." He goes, "I actually feel bad." So he goes, "Oh, I really stuffed him up there, Jared." And then straight away, the whole thing just got like flat and squashed. He goes, so Toby was like, he fucking got me in the eye. He should be rubbed out. That. Oh my god.
Because
So I
now
was
that I
like,
think of it,
fucking Toby. Yeah, because he apparently had two scratches under his eye, and so he thought Jacob did that one. But like, he was just saying. He even said about Toby Bedford's one that he got rubbed out for no reason. Even Zach Fisher has said he didn't even get hit high in the tribunal. His appeals. What day is it?
I'm
Wednesday
pretty
tonight?
sure. Yeah,
It's
yeah, I think it's
tomorrow.
tonight.
The appeal's tomorrow. Some stupid reason.
I can't
You'd think,
believe that he got 1 week for that.
yeah,
Like, fair play. Like, can't like this
not
year.
fair play.
This year I can understand it, right? I can see why they're doing it, just because this year it's fucked. Anyway, 2 years ago, that's a fucking ripper shepherd. Like, that's a
Yes.
good shepherd, cunt.
And when you've got, I feel like it's even game, or if someone wants to withdraw their claim
Mm.
or witness, you know what I mean? Like in
Hmm.
court, they can withdraw their, you know, because they're the one getting touched, basically.
But what did he say though? The Carlton
Zach,
bloke. He's
I'm pretty sure Zach Fisher said something like he didn't really hit my head. I thought he did at the start, but like, um, I didn't have a concussion from it. Like, basically just said that there was no impact whatsoever and he should be good to go. And then Toby Green said he was fine and, I think he should get off. I think he might get off because it's such a weak, not weak, it's a weak decision
You
to
know what they've
suspend
done?
someone playing their first final.
Conspiracy theory happening right now. Ready?
They want Saints to win.
Well, yeah, they want Saints to win, but Wiedering and Toby Green went together and said, "I'll say you didn't gouge me in the eyes
If you take Toby out.
if you guys say that it wasn't a big hit and you didn't get him in the head." And they're like, "Deal." And he goes, "It actually didn't get me in the eye. It actually wasn't a big hit in the head."
Yeah, but that wouldn't work because fucking Toby would never allow Carlton to have an advantage. He's that type of player. He just wants to win. He wants to kick people in the face. He wants to do everything in his way.
I reckon Carlton is arguably more hated in the AFL than Collingwood.
Nah,
Don't think so.
I don't
Not
know.
this year.
I hate Carlton. I mean, we're biased, so we're gonna have the.
I fucking hate them. Like they make my blood boil. I don't know
So
what
do
it is.
I.
Maybe it's been bred into me.
So do I. My pa, because he's been following Collingwood for ages. Obviously, he hates Essendon the most out of anyone. Like because of just how they were probably dominant back in the day and like big hatred. But it's easily Carlton for me, and that's what I've been brought up to do. My boss is Carlton supporter. He's going to be really sad next week, or he's going to be really happy but he was saying we because he said we'll win the 2 games and we'll play you in the prelim anyway. So they can verse us in the prelim, can they?
Right.
Can they? But he was saying that we can verse them in the prelim.
Let's have a look here.
I need it saved. Because I remember looking at it with you, and it wasn't really possible.
No, it's impossible. He's a stupid. No,
What's he talking about?
What
if we lose? Yeah, what the
lose,
hell is he talking about? I wanted to tell him he's wrong, but he was my boss. I just said, yeah.
Yeah, good on you, mate.
And how is that even possible? How is that even possible?
It's not possible. Well, the only way we can verse them would be next week.
Yeah. I really do not want
they go to this half.
Please do.
Oh, mate. If we go to this half, this is not good. I actually want to talk about the other half real quick.
Right.
And we can leave it here just because it's good to look at this. Can you see that from where you are?
Yep.
Maybe if I do this. Is that better?
Yep.
Probably not. You can see still. Anyway, I think Port Adelaide is going to beat Brisbane.
Where has all this love come from? You're just fucking listening to Nathan Buckley.
Nathan Buckley
said the same thing as you.
Did he say that?
Just saying, Port's underrated.
I don't listen to the media. I don't listen to all that outside anything. I just literally watch the Pies play footy, and if I watch a fucking game, I'll watch a game. I think that it's just one of those games where Brisbane have just everyone said they're a shoo-in. They're going to be there no matter what. Nobody has even written in Port Adelaide. Like they're not even.
They have, but this is Bucks' argument. They're a good club, and they're not talked about enough. And they have Butters who could win a Brownlow. They've got your Rosie. They've got your forward line. They've got the backs coming in. Apparently, Trent McKenzie's a test to play. And Lions have been proven to choke.
But who's saying that they're going to win?
Who's saying so? Brisbane or so?
Who's
Port?
saying that Port's going to win?
Buckley has said it, but everyone, the consensus is Lions easy win.
Yeah, that's what
Or,
I'm saying.
yeah.
People aren't even talking about like, oh, if you go to that side, like that you're going to verse Port. It's just if you go to that side, you're versing Brisbane at
Yeah,
the
I
Gabba.
think the home ground advantage does it's a significant
It's
thing.
massive.
And Daniel Richards just retired. So they're going to do it for Richie, even though he's not going to play his
I'm a
single
sucker.
game.
I'm a sucker for an upset. I fucking love an upset.
And this is, but I just hope it's not Collingwood because it's just going to fucking happen at Collingwood. I just can feel it, but I don't want to feel that vibe. But I would love to see Brisbane go out on their home deck because I did hear on Champion Data, like on the radio as well, they're saying Dunkley is massively underperforming.
Yeah, he is. Ever since he came back from his calf.
You are
Because
right.
guess what? A calf
Give that.
fucking it lingers, mate.
And they're saying Neil's carrying an injury. I mean, so you don't, well, obviously you said it now. You don't think Brisbane's a shoe-in?
I don't think they're a shoe in at all. I think Port
No,
win. I think these are
really.
the exact game that Brisbane always loses.
Mm, mm. But I just, their home, can I look up the home record pretty quick?
I
Their
think it's
home record's
12
been
in a
all
row
right.
or something.
12 in a row at home.
I think so.
Jesus Christ. I was gonna back your comment. Now 12 in a row
Look,
does it for me, mate. I
please
can't
look it
look.
up.
How do I look up away things here?
Yeah, mate. Brisbane Lions.
Oh, you can
Or,
just look.
uh,
Why can't it just be?
they have won.
Where are you looking?
Brisbane has won each of its last 12 matches at the Gabba. Brisbane has won each of its. Yeah, they've won their last 12.
And what about Port away? Just quickly.
Port's away record.
Yeah, I don't think they travel well as well.
Adelaide. Record. Oh, I just look up record. Okay.
Away.
This is not helpful. Oh, this is not helpful at all.
Christ.
I don't know what I'm looking at here.
Oh, just leave it. Just leave it.
Don't even fucking worry about it. We're never gonna get the stat.
You're gonna get a hack.
I am.
Just look. You've logged onto a fucking AFL hack shop. I
Fucking.
know they got a terrible record. Don't even worry about it, man. I don't want you to get hacked.
I'm gonna fucking click that. I hate these stupid websites. Don't worry about
They're
it.
so unuseful, aren't they?
Yeah.
I bet they're good if you got the time to try and.
To work out what you're looking at.
So you're tipping St Kilda to lose against the Giants.
Yeah, my tips are Pies, Sydney, Giants, Port.
And if we'll probably go over this again next week, or we can just have a shorter podcast next week. But who are you tipping for the finals if it wasn't Collingwood?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. If you take Collingwood out of there, and you take Carlton out of there, because they're not
You
going to
got more options, haven't you?
win, then it would be Melbourne versus Sydney. And I'd go Melbourne over Sydney. And then it would be, and then GWS would win that. Port win that. Melbourne probably beat I reckon Melbourne would win.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
And they've always got the home crowd advantage. And they got a strong team now. They're just missing Melksham, so they're pretty much full list. But
That's what I want to ask you. Sorry, go.
you're right.
You just said Melbourne's got the home ground advantage. Like we finished on. I saw someone
I
talking
know
about
what
this
you
the
mean.
other day. We finished on top, but we've still got like Melbourne have the exact same advantage as us.
Yeah,
What are
I
your
guess
thoughts
the
on that?
supporters they so it's not as much as an advantage as it should be because you got Melbourne who, there's a fair few Melbourne fans even though they're at the snow fucking the whole the whole
No
season
snow
and
this year. There's no snow this year, so they're here.
oh really
Yeah, they'll be here. They won't be out in their
fucking
Range Rovers.
blimey.
Yeah.
What they'll be doing is getting their cheese platters out and all that kind of stuff. I I think Collingwood fan I think Collingwood have got such a big supporter base that we still will have this home ground advantage. It's just not as big as your Port that can't play there, your Brisbane that can't play there. You know what I mean?
I
So
think it's
the
50-50 though, isn't it?
who?
Collingwood fans to Melbourne fans allowed at the game.
Yeah, but I don't think they're all just going to the membership. There'd be an allocation for just general people wanting to go to the footy.
No, I'm pretty sure
Some
the
of them aren't.
membership sold out straight away, didn't it?
Right, but there'd still be an allocation of people that aren't
Of
membership
general
members.
admission. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
GA, and they're all Collingwood. They would not be Melbourne because they're all in the MCC.
yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's right.
and there's bugger all. You look at the games that Melbourne go to. There's bugger all bloody fans there, man. There's
That's
always 30Ks or 50Ks or not like 90, and it's going to be a good Collingwood. I'm gonna be chanting Collingwood
the whole
at the
game.
game, the whole game until
I'm
until I see Clary Oliver just fucking get 40 touches on us.
gonna be messaging you his stats all game. Did you see real quick? We'll end on it. Um, Pies broke the all-time membership record.
Yep, I've talked to someone within the club. This members issue. Do you know what we were discussing last
Yeah,
week?
yeah. I was abusing.
Now I've heard it's not even a members issue; it's actually a ticket tech issue.
Really?
That's the whole thing. That they give them the tickets to sell and for these members for the what are they called again? The
The
legend
Legends
members.
members. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's gets allocated a ticket and they gets on sent to Ticket Tech to do the purchasing that way, and the systems um, crap
Don't
themselves,
work.
and that proves itself because even selling tickets, why were they selling tickets again today, this morning at 11 a.m.?
Yeah. Like how like why was this is what I was talking to you about last week as well, like how a person who has the same like who there's only a certain amount of Legends members and they
Yep,
all have all have a seat that they sit in
yep,
every week. So how can one of them not get a ticket or like at
yep,
least get a ticket that's not at the very, 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 very back row? You know what I mean?
yep. So I've heard it's just the buggy system.
And this just annoys me because it just brings us back to like how low budget the AFL is. Like just fucking pick up your game. Like if Ticket Tech's obviously doing if this has happened to Collingwood right this year,
Yeah,
this means it's happened to every
a lot
team
of people,
every single year, right? This
and it
happened
happens all the time.
this would
Happens at the
happen
start of the
constantly.
year. Happens at the start of the year as well. How could you improve it? I know. I mean, it's a very long debate, but I haven't
Get better
really.
systems in place.
Yeah,
Like, do they
it
have
costs
this
billions.
issue? What's that? No, wouldn't it be the software at Ticket Tech?
Yeah,
Just fucking upgrade your shit. I don't know how to upgrade shit, but I don't know, get bigger servers or something. Or the way you could fix it would be okay, just every Legends member who has or someone who has their reserve seat, right?
yeah,
Just get that seat in the finals.
yeah. Exactly. It's just yeah. It's all. It's just all. It's just everyone's running mad because it's finals time.
Hmm.
100K, 106,000 members that we had, which you started off with before I went about the
Hmm.
legends. there's just so many people logging on to their MacBook and saying, "I want a fucking ticket now," and the system is just going poof. It's just a
Fucking,
nuclear bomb.
it annoys the fuck
Ne-
out of me. You know what I'm going to do next week, because I'm coming to the next game. I was going to come to
Yes,
this one, but I decided like I'll get a next one instead. I'm going to be on. I'm going to have fucking my laptop open. I'm going to have my fucking phone open. I'm going to have another
that's what my
fucking
parents
computer
used to
open.
do.
I'm going to have mum and dad open in Victoria. I'm going to have my sister open in Victoria. I'm just going to have like fucking 10 laptops open. And
Yeah,
we're all just going to be just trying to get the same ticket, because like we can't get any more tickets. It's just
yeah,
in
yeah,
case fucking ticket explodes and that
yeah.
laptop explodes with it.
Uh, let's just pray and hope. You don't have to come next week. You can come watch it from the G. And
Yeah,
good luck.
hopefully.
Good luck getting a ticket next week, mate. You think this is going to be shit? You, you're going to have the most anxious time trying to find a ticket for Carlton Collingwood game. What is going to happen there? They might just say, "Sorry, guys, we would rather just no fans there because you are going to bomb out. You're going to blow up the whole of Victoria."
Well, actually, I've got some more intel about why my parents didn't get tickets in the end.
Right.
That they ended up actually getting tickets, but
Yeah.
I got intel why they didn't get. They're sitting in the worst possible seats I've ever seen. Um, but you can't complain. At the end of the day, they end up getting tickets. Um, it wasn't that they weren't allowed to get tickets and it sold out. It was that it just kept the page that they were trying to get tickets on every time they had heaps of computers open. It was just like you're saying, just shitting itself.
Yeah.
And they just couldn't get through. It kept shitting itself. So
Oh, good luck. We'll be there. If you can't get a ticket, you can come with me next week. I've already promised Cody, but if it's Mikey coming back, Mikey,
Cody,
mate.
actually, quickly, we'll end on this. Cody, he was talking to me because he came up and we're having dinner, and he said, "You get tickets for next week? You going?" I was like, "No, I'm not going." And he's like, "I can't find tickets anywhere." And he's like, "I'm like, oh, I know a bloke who asked me if I wanted to go with him, and he said he couldn't find anyone to go with." It was like, I'm like, "Call Crooksy, and if he's not giving it to you, he's fucking just doesn't like you."
God, you really set me up there. I've let him down. And if you're coming back next week, there's no chance you're getting a ticket with the 100. There'll be 200,000 members, 200,000 supporters trying to get tickets next week if we play Carlton. But
I'll get a ticket.
let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah. All right, let's call it. Let me end this. Fucking. Oh yeah.